can I get the link? Where can I get the link here, folks? Unable to create highlights. Share. That's what I want. This should be the link, right? Love it. Stream. Some cool idea I had in bed last night about storing and retrieving JSON documents. About using DB2 for I as a almost NoSQL database. And then I'll hashtag it, of course, paste the link, and then I also need to get up SQL Server JSON column, because then the inspiration for this actually came from this page. So, inspiration from here. Okay, so I'm actually hoping to use this as, while I'm streaming it, I plan on, making it a video out of it. So you just saw the initial setup, and I really should have kept this link up because it's important for what we're going to do. And I should also note that I have written about this before, and I'm kind of basing it off of that. Here we go. So I did a whole post about storing and searching JSON in DB2, which is cool. It's really cool. And what I'm going to do is, the plan for this video is actually just to make a cool service program, an RPG kind of library, if you like, to make fetching easier within RPG. We'll kind of treat it like a NoSQL type piece of work. The idea is that we can actually use the service program to remove the SQL part of it. It's really cool. This is a really cool post. The videos are really good too. Lots of cool stuff. DB2 for I JSON value. This is the main function that we're going to be using to fetch data. From a JSON document in a kind of, it will stick each row will be its own document, and then we'll actually store it as BSON like we do here. We have a blob column, and we'll do JSON to BSON on all the rows. You get the idea. Now I am also eating some food at the same time, so this is kind of informal and just quite a ramble as well. I have Chinese, so I'm very excited. I love me some Chinese. It's this really good place called Ned's in Southampton. It's really good. Okay, so I'm going to keep Twitter up, just in case. And I guess the very first thing is we should actually just write out this service program there. Actually, there's a couple things I need to do. First of all, I need to sign in. I'm going to show you that I have this huge document that I need to run in ACS. So if I go here, it's called docs2.sql. It's pretty big, 100,000 lines or something like that. It's very big, I would say, actually. So yeah, I need to run this to create this table. Okay, and then it's docs2.sql star none. Is it naming, system naming? It's db SQL. This takes a minute. It's a big file. So I actually had a bigger one than this, but I had to shorten it down because apparently 500,000 lines is too long. Anyway, all this does is it creates a two-column table. One is a blob and one is a kind of primary key integer or auto increment. And it inserts a lot of JSON as binary into the table, like a lot. So we have a lot of content to work with, which is real great. Cool. And when it's done, we'll actually we'll have a look at it. This takes a hot minute. So while we wait, I'm going to go ahead and make a new directory. I'm going to call it JSON RPG no SQL. Strange name, I know. And we'll call it RPG. Just copy this. RPG no SQL. And we'll also have to create a new library for it. Cool. How's that statement doing? Still running. Okay. I wonder how long this is going to take. Hopefully not long. Need to create this library. Okay, the rest is good. Still running, so let's go ahead and run the same. Maybe I've blown up the system. I'm really good at doing that. Work, act job. Yep. Really good at doing that, actually. Oh, love that for me. So, yeah, obviously this is going to take a hot minute, so while it's running, it's not like crashed or anything. So, I mean, we could probably look at the table. It probably exists. So why didn't we just do that? Why didn't we do a work ob Barry / docs? I think that's what it's called. Okay, it's not there yet. It's definitely called that, isn't it? Did I break it? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I break it? Oh, no. Should we run it again? I really broke it. I'm just going to eat my Chinese. If not, we'll make a smaller table and we'll go from there. To be fair, last time I did this, I did pretty much break the system as well. I'm pretty sure last time we did this, I can scroll to it, it's quite close. It's not too long ago. Last time I did this, as in created this same table. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. And now I'm creating a table of 100,000 rows of JSON to do some perf testing. And I pretty much did some pretty bad things. Nope. All right. I think the longest part of this is the parsing piece. Apparently, I've heard that's what it is for. Should have got a beverage with this. My mouth is on fire. Okay, we may have to make a smaller one. That's okay too. That's definitely okay too. Oh. Okay. Still running. It's doing something or other. Okay, now this is how I did it before. So, now it's nowhere near as big, but there's still some data to play with. Damn! Oh, God, Jesus. So it's saved. In fact, we may actually just end up pasting this into run SQL scripts. Yeah, I don't seem to be getting very far with this, do I? So, okay, run SQL scripts, because then this will run it one at a time instead. Okay. Let's close that. Nope. Okay, now this is going to take a hot minute, but it already exists. Work object Barry / docs. There it is. Okay, that's very. I probably shouldn't have ended it if it already exists. What an idiot. That's okay. That's okay. Let's just do a drop, delete from Barry docs. I don't want any duplicate records in there right now, so okay, good. So then we'll just run from here. This can take a while. So we'll just leave that running for a hot minute, and then we'll go ahead and start creating our service program. I need to create a lib, RPG NoSQL. Okay, there we go. Let's make a couple of files. Let's create our first one, which is going to be a make file. We'll use that later. And then we'll also create a new directory, and we're going to call it source. And then we'll also create the headers, but we won't actually be needing those until later, so that's fine too. Okay, first thing, RPG NoSQL.SQL RPGLE. That's a long name. How's our inserts going? It's going. It's going to take a while, so it's good. We can just leave that running. So it's a service program. Control Opt No main, and I guess we should just get an idea of what the general gist is of our documents here. So we need one to open. We need one to add where clauses against the JSON. That's the important part. And we need to, what else do we need here? Read, get string, which should actually just be a character. When you want to get, I guess we could do get int, but we might just do get number, which returns a float 8, which is a double. And I think that's what JavaScript numbers are. Okay, and then we need one to close the file. So that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to bite my old food here. I think this is good. I'm just trying to... Yeah, this will be a good start. I think we need to do a few things. We need one to select the file. Select the table, I should be saying. We should give a prefix. NoSQL table. Export, yep. And proc. And pi start n. Doesn't have a return value. And that will be the table name. So I suppose it could be a long name as well. So we're going to do... How did I do this before? I'm just going to look at some other headers quick. That are quite useful. Not examples, headers. Because this has a lot of the same stuff that I actually want. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. So we'll do p table name. Okay. And what we'll do, we might have to, anyway, we'll figure this out, but we're going to say table name. That's going to be a character. Oh, we'll do varying character. Varying character. We'll just say 100, although it's more like it's just going to be like 24 or something. So we'll just, I don't know. We'll make it 32. Who has long table names like that? It's definitely not me. And then we'll just do p table. Nope, we'll do table name equals p table name. Now let's also add some extra compile options here. Create SQL RPGI mod. Okay. Can we actually compile that? Nope, because CCSID. Okay, so open up the source here, change it. 1252 is good. Compile it. Oh, that was the wrong option to compile. Silly me. Let's try again. Right. Ugh. All right. Okay. Missed the M in the compile there. Silly me. Okay. So that's that. Next step would be we need a way for users to be able to. You know what I've just realized? Let me just undo what I just did there to change that. And then I'm pretty sure we'll just stick str around that and it will work because it's a pointer, right? Yeah. And we'll find out. And of course, we'll have to add the M back up there so we can get our compile helping here. Okay, so we also need one to NoSQL equal, equal. So this will allow the developer to, add a where clause to their statement. And it'll be very similar, like so. And we'll have to do two parameters here. So we don't need the table name, but it's going to be the p JSON path and also the value that they want, so that they want to compare with. Well, actually, it's a few things. It's a few things, isn't it? So we also need the p JSON, p path type. We'll have to make some constants for that, and then p value, which we'll leave as a string, and that's okay. Path type is actually fairly simple. All we're going to do is do a decl C. We'll say type string, which will be the value of 1, and decl C type number as, there's also true false. But DB2 doesn't have a true false. That's interesting, because DB2 doesn't have a Boolean type. Maybe it converts them to a string? I guess we should find out. I'm guessing this finished. Nope. And not even halfway. Love it. Okay. So, where was I? We have a no equal. This is an interesting piece because we're going to have to start building a string, actually. So we're going to do a decl S. And we're not even going to keep the table name anymore. So we're going to do a decl S SQL statement, which is going to be a event character 1024. That's just a generic number, no specific reason. And then all we're going to do is we'll say SQL statement equals select d content from p table name. And I think that's literally it, isn't it? So yeah, not used. Not used, not used. Okay. Good. And then this part's quite easy. At least I think it is. What's the includes BIF? str scan? Yeah, scan. Yeah. Click less L index int 5. Let's just do L index equals scan. I think it's the value we're looking for first. Yeah, so we're looking for where in our SQL statement. I'll have to confirm that. It's been a while. Scan, search argument, string. Okay, we're good. And then we're going to say if L index is more than 0, make it return 0 if it's yeah, I'm guessing it returns 0. If it's more than 0, that means it's found. No, okay. If it equals 0, then what we're going to do is going to say SQL statement plus equals our where clause. That's the first thing. And then after that, we're just going to do SQL statement plus equals. This is not great, and we're going to clean this up later. Where JSON value d content. Oh yeah, we need to worry about the type as well. JSON value. So it's going to be d content, and then the path returning integer. Okay, easy. So JSON value d content, and then the path. So they give us the path as pJSON path. So it's going to be 2 of those and 2 more, and it's going to be string pJSON path. Okay. Now we need to worry about the type. Okay, and then we're going to say if p path type equals let's do a select in case we have more. When it's because I can't see my keyboard. When p path type equals type string, I think we can do returns clob. No, because that would give us a data structure in the RPG. Maybe that's what we want. I don't really know. Okay, let's do this. Returning. Let's do a varchar 1024 for now. And then when ppath type equals type number, returning double. And then SQL statement plus equals closing bracket. Okay. Easy. Let's see where we've gone wrong. Okay, we're looking good. We still haven't used our p-value. That's because we haven't actually equals. Right. I have to copy this again. Oh no, I got some source on my keyboard. Oops. Okay. It's equal. Now, when it's a string, all we're going to do, stick quotes around it, and say $sign, $% str, and then p-value. And then if it's numeric, we're just going to remove those quotes. We don't even need any quotes. We just append that. Okay, easy. Cool. So, just trying to think, because I haven't added the ability to handle the AND clause. But I think we'll worry about that a bit later. Okay, so that's that part then. And then of course we need to do a duckle proc NoSQL open. And then, which is pretty easy. So we'll have to do a prepare, even though we're not technically. Do we have to do a prepare? No, we can just execute direct, can't we? Yeah. RPGLE, SQL RPGLE, execute immediate, but we need a cursor for it. So that's why I think we have to do a prepare, because we need a cursor. Yeah, okay, come on. So there's the execute immediate. We need because we don't have a using. So okay, pretty straightforward. Hold on. Let me read that again. I just missed. So they prepare WSQL, and then this is the parameter that they're passing in. I think we can just prepare. Yeah, so let's just try this. So this is actually will return an ind. An int. It will. It won't have any. It won't actually have any parameters though, because we already have that. So I'm just going to paste this. And then we're going to return SQL state equals 000. So no errors opening. Okay. Just going to add some gaps between these functions here. Okay, it still compiles, so we're good. Okay, and I'm actually going to refer back to my own blog for the next part, because I don't often write. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's too old that it doesn't show up on my own blog now. Yep. So let's go. Don't think there's an example on here, is there? No. Oh, github.com/worksofliam/blog. comments, probably on the next page. I love my past self at Rain for having all this motivation to write blog posts. It finished. That's nice. Oh, actually, let's do this a bit differently. Because I'm pretty sure we can just do this. 4, and then let's do nope. SQL RPGLE, declare cursor from string. I think maybe what I had was fine the first time. Ah, that's it right there. That's exactly what I wanted. And then the open. Those are the statements, boys. We found it. So let's drop it in. Where are we dropping, boys? And then what we'll do is we'll do this nifty trick. Nope, I'm pressing the wrong buttons, aren't I? Oh, I keep thinking I'm on my Mac. I'm on my MacBook, but I know I'm not. There we go. And then let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of these comments. Let's get rid of this using SQL statement. Declare, yeah, S1, C1, JSON cursor. It's a better name. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, cool. And then we'll declare procedure. Fetch next. No SQL next. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. Oh, I need to keep remembering to stick the export keyword on these. Okay, we're good. And then this actually doesn't have any. Oh, if we don't, just does the next. Oh, it does return it in though, to say that it was valid. It was successful in fetching the next cursor. So this is interesting because we actually need to store the blob. So what we're going to do, cheeky dickle s current document SQL type blob. Interesting. Okay. RPG in the blob. So we have to specify a size, is that right? A var binary, that's not what I want. Blob locator. DB club. db blob. Okay, I have to specify a size. So the number of bytes, I suppose. let's start with 500, and maybe we'll make it bigger. Yep. Okay, that was fine. So we're not just doing fetch. We're saying fetch C1, which is going to be JSON cursor into. Now this is the interesting point because it's going to return relational data. So we're going to say to call ds current row nds, and we'll say this. Into current row. Oh, right. And then we just have to do a return. And then we say SQL state. Cool. Okay, what now? Oh, and proc. How am I doing that? There we go. Okay. Next up, very simple. Let's do call proc no SQL as string export. And we're going to say call PI. It's going to pass back a random character 1024. And then, nope, that's wrong. Call PI start in. There we go. It does have parameters. The first one is going to be the path. I'll have to add stuff like exists as well. Okay. Return value, which is main character 1024. I'm going to say exec SQL set return value equals JSON value current document, and then I don't know if this is even going to work, but p-JSON path, probably not because it is a pointer, but no harm. I'm trying. And then yeah. Okay, so we'll make this one small. We'll just say 128, and then we'll say path equals percent str p-JSON path. Not unique. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe we'll just give it a different name. Try the path. Not unique. That is so odd. It's probably because of this. Nope. Okay. Maybe not. How odd. How very odd. Interesting. That's a bit of a bummer. I'm not sure why that would be happening, honestly. Cannot reuse local names multiple times. Do we have the use of paths? Maybe that might be why. Let's rename this. Let's call it p-value path. Same issue? Yep. How very odd. Oh, I love these IBM support pages. They're my favorite. Oh no, I dropped something. Oops. Grab that. The RPG freeform code is not specified correctly, so the pre-compiler is getting confused. There must be an NPI keyword to match the... Oh, why? That's why I'm doing it. Every time. P JSON path. I'm changing it back now. Mm-hmm. Oh. Return. Return value. Cool. Love it. Now let's just do the number 1, 2. So this is just going to return a float 8, returning double. I think that's the correct path. Return value as number path. Nobody's complaining at me, so love it. And then last but not least, we haven't quite finished yet, but we've got the basis of it down. It's just going to be end default procedure, no SQL, close. Which of course is going to be an export. And then it's just going to be exec SQL, close, I think close cursor, JSON cursor. Maybe it's just close actually. Yeah, I think it is. Yep. Okay, that's it. We've pretty much done it. Now we need to make our prototypes, which is usually just tedious work, but it shouldn't be too long because we don't actually have many procedures in here. There we go. So I'm going to move these to here, and I'm instead going to replace that with a copy dot headers / RPG no SQL RPG-LH. Love it. Okay, very simple. Probably going to complain. Yep. Okay. Then we're going to, well, start to copy some of these and drop them in and give them a better name. No SQL. Was it set table? What I should have done actually. I'm going to close that and reopen it so it fixes the, yep, there we go. What I'm going to do is replace all the star ends with the real name. And there's a reason, so I can just copy it, drop it in, and then add export, and also change that to PR, but I'll usually just do that at the end in mass, so pretty straightforward. I didn't do it as a number. Got lazy. There we go. And the last one is just a no SQL close. Okay, so let's save that. And I'm going to save this. And then what I'm going to do is I need to change all these duckle PIs to duckle PR, and also all the end PIs to end PR, and then also need to add the extproc keyword on all of those headers. How do you do that? I don't think we can even do, we have to do it like that, and that's okay. Okay, so let's compile this. That compiled, very good. And now I need to work on the makefile a little bit, so let's do that. Let's say got all, which is going to build RPG no SQL, RPG no SQL dot serve pugum. Pretty straightforward, and that's pretty much all we're going to do for now. And then $sign dot yeah, serve pugum. No, it's percent actually. Serve pugum depends on source, and then $sign dot SQL RPGLE. And then I'm going to copy this from my own blog posts. Control F, serve pugum. Actually, that's a good point. Serve pugum. And then RPG no SQL dot serve pugum depends on RPG no SQL dot SQL mod. And then we'll do one for SQL mod as well. Oh, you know, I did this on a different project very recently, so I think I'm just going to copy it from there. Here's my serve pugum. Okay. Don't need this though, we're not binding to anything. Here's my SQL mod. I guess we'll need to do a binding directory as well, because we have a binding directory. Love it. Okay, save, and then Very simple. Okay, that might do it, maybe. Oh, no. Lib equals RPG no SQL. Okay. Okay. Oops. What did I do? Oh, that worked. Love it. That was nice and simple, wasn't it? So now we can just create an example, a real example that actually does something. Now, this is probably disconnected. Yep. Let's go ahead and source and create a stream file and call it example1.rpgle. It's going to be free ctl opt binder rpg no SQL, and then also dft act group star no, and that'll do it. So let's do a select or start SQL, select all from Barry docs. It's probably going to look like crap. Yep. Have some document IDs. A lot of documents. Okay, cool. I don't care about that anymore. Thank you. Okay, so I just realized. No, is that right? Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Let's do. Okay, let's start simple. First of all, we need to copy the headers. So it's going to be dot headers / rpg no SQL dot rpgleh, and then we can use them. So let's see what we got to play with here. First of all, no SQL table is Barry.docs. And then we've got, we won't put any where clauses on for now. We might do in a little while. Then we're going to do if no SQL open, and if we'll say if, or do while no SQL next, and then so what do our documents look like? Let's just get the name for now as string. Let's say make a variable. Let's make a variable. ls mine current name character 52. Now there's a reason for this. We'll just do current name equals no SQL as string, and then we have to pass in the path, which is going to be $.name. What's the second parameter? There isn't one. Okay, that's easy. And then we should probably do a limit on this, but that's okay. No SQL close. We will actually do a limit on it. ls l index. Well, let's just do index int free do and index is less than 10. And then return CCS ID. Yep. Ooh. Oh. Okay, some issues. Okay. Easy peasy. Cool. All right. Add label, no SQL. Oh, RPG, no SQL. Start debug. Example 1. Whoa, this is a COBOL program. Just delete those. Don't need those. Okay, cool. Cool. Feeling that. All right. Okay. No way it works. Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. So the last thing I actually wanted to do was do a display name. That's really cool. Wow. Wow. That's super cool. And debug. So if I call it now, oh, I didn't compile the change. Wow, that's super cool. Okay, let's do some more. Let's try a different one. Let's get balance too. Let's get the balance here. Let's see what we get for that. Now, of course, what we could try, we could do this as a packed, say 9, 2, and then we could say current balance is no SQL as number $.balance. Display. Let's do a trim R current name, and then we'll do plus character. Oh, that might do it. Oh. Oh, so I need to really bring this down. I'll make it 30 or something. Okay, cool. Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna eat some of my noodles here. Cool. This is good. These are good Chinese. Okay. So the next part really is the comparison stuff, and I'm actually quite happy. That's quite fast. But we need to test the one of the major parts, which is the actual where clause support. So no SQL equal. We'll say, let's do, I think I tried it on fruit. That's the one I usually, it's my go-to to test. Yeah, there's a favorite fruit clause. So we'll do that. Let's say favorite fruit. It's type string, and it's going to be equal to, what do we have? Our options. Orange. Okay, cool. Oh. Needs to be a const. Ah, stupid session. I have this really strange network issue right now where all my sessions time out really fast, which is sad, but it's okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right, so this is the test of time. So it's 0. That means we're going to append the where clause. Very cool. Where JSON value D content, favorite fruit, returning, yep, equals orange. Easy, nice. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. Anyway, that's cool. So the where clause works, that's nice. Probably could do the and support. So it's just anytime it's called again. Wait, I think this is simple. We just do else and. Is it that simple? So let's do another comparison here. Let's say that's hard to compare here because there's not really two things that are actually comparable, is it? Orange, we could say, and the balance is this. We could really test it. Something very specific. No SQL equal $sign. Oh, let's do index. Let's do the index. That's a nice easy one. Excuse me. So this should really only return one person. Oh, you know what? I just realized we need to recompile our service program. And let's come up debug. Love it, love it. Okay. Here's our favorite fruit, which we know works. Where? And then as the and. Cool. JSON value, returning double. That's that. What we got? That's cool. All right, so it should only return. It was quite fast. If I do a work member PDM, I think this is the way you can do it. And then if I call it again, it's been so long. God, we could actually just debug it like a real person. This mod source. Current name, Cross Solomon. There's our boy, Cross, or girl, Cross. Big up. Cool, that's actually very awesome. Oh, there's a big bit of broccoli in this box right now, and I'm loving it. Oh, wow. Love it. This is quite cool. I'm impressed, actually. This didn't take as long as I was expecting it to. Although I did end up with 100 tabs open, which I'm usually not a huge fan of, but that's okay. That's awesome, actually. I really am a big fan of that. What I need to do, actually, is make put I need to make another directory called examples, and then I need to move example 1 into there. Cool. And then I can delete it from here. Yes. And then I'm going to put the SQL source in here too. Create stream file. Docs.sql. I'm going to give it a different name. Just going to call it docs. It's more generic. Save. Big file. Okay, cool. This is cool. I'm shocked. Actually, I really love it. I really am quite a fan. I think what would need to happen next is there'd need to be more ways to build better SQL statements. Because right now, of course, I can only do equal comparisons. Which is fine, but just not good enough, is it? So I might do that later. But I'm going to make a README as well, of course. Everyone needs a README. And then I'll stick it on GitHub. This is an idea for a service program to fetch data from a table which contains a JSON column blob. Or do this means not only can your data scale, I gotta make sure I say this right, vertically. Yep, I am right. This means not only can your data scale vertically, it also means, this is a hard one to spell. I'm not great at spelling, so. Oh, that's draggable. That's crazy. Okay, and then we'll do an installation. Clone to cd rbg no SQL, and then free gmake. Oh, yeah, right. Yep, there we go. I'll just say see the examples directory. But I'll just copy this main piece here. Love it. Let's eat some more Chinese while it's hot. And I'll actually just take the filters out. Cool. That's pretty much it. Let's make a repo. Although I always got to keep up to date with your notifications. It's important. New repo. RPG, no SQL. Oh, one more thing I need to mention. Okay, there we go. Oh, my session timed out again. Ugh, yike. I'll have a bit of GPL. Clone of, nope, I added a readme by accident. Git init, git status, git remote dash set upstream. Ugh. Oh, it's been so long. Git remote add. Git remote, is it set URL? God damn it. Yuck. Oh, why did I add a license? Did it the wrong way around. Git set repo, set remote URL. There we go. Thank you. Git remote set URL. That's it. Git remote set URL origin. Oh, you know why? I wonder if this is it. Dash B. Ah, come on, bro. God, I'm just going to do it the ugly way. I'm just going to do it the way that I was originally intending to do it. Ah, that's not my password. Okay, new repo, as I was doing it originally. It's about to tell me, git remote add origin. I hate my life. Hate my life. I can never remember these specifics. Anyway. Boom. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Boom. That was pretty much all I wanted to do. Dunsies. Alright, anyway, that's pretty much that. So, yeah. Thanks very much for watching. See ya when I see ya.